All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Atlanta Falcons. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Watson on first down. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screen.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Kiki QT, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
A 3-yard pickup. Hey, wahoo! 56, Mike, 56. Rip left. 56.
On second and 7, Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Wait!
He was pretty quiet.
56, Mike 56, right there. Hey, Foxtrot.
I got one.
56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56.
Watch the run.
Here's Ryan to throw. This goes to the tight end, Aaron Saubert. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Watch the eyes. Hey, 59, ready. Bravo.
Ryan. out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
59, ready. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Come on, D. Got it. Banjo. 51, Sam. Right there, 54, right there. Hey, Zoo.
Gotta do better.
Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan, complete. The tight end, Kelsey. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Watson. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run with Geis. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
56. Right there. 56.
Hey, tank.
56, the mic, boys. 56. 24.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Alert flare.
On first down, it's Watson. Complete. Richardson has it. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Switch. 59. Alert.
Watson, off play action. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into a huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Redskins with a football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Joker. He's checking. Crash.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Smooth. 56 is the mic. Wait. 56 is the mic. Ready? 49. 20.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Touchdown, defense. 56 the mic. Space. Check 56. Go. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Hey, Tuesday.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and 5 now. Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tack McKinley, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
59, check, 59. What we got? 54. Mike's 59.
3rd and long, it's Watson. The open man is Shark, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards that time at a Washington first. Here's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tack McKinley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Mike is 59. Mike, hold on. And let's pin the mirror.
Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on second down, Ryan. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Black 25. He don't know no better. Hey, white. Let him go.
Now on 2nd and 13, Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. 3rd down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Ryan. And he finds his man. That's Butler. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
56. Mike's 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, 31. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Throwing again is Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Motion.
Mike 56. Mike's 50.
On second and inches, Watson throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. I'm coming. I'm coming.
On first and 10, Watson. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Check, go get him. 59, Mike. 59. Check, zoom. Silver.
Throwing again. Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool him for a second.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Keep playing.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling.
Under pressure, they got him again. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
61, down! Hey, high 7. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready. Let him go.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. A nice pickup there. 18 yards. First down, Falcons. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Sack 25.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Watch twist. 21.
A first down carry for Smith. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Guys. Record. 39. Hey, Haywood. Check 56. Watch the curl. 56 to Mike.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Ready, blue 80. Check 56.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that.
Hey, check.
Give me that ball, defense.
All right, 25.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
59. Mike is 59. Mike the 50. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
54. 59. Watch the run.
From the 50, it's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This is it. UNT. 54 Mike. Free buzz. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Yeah. You don't want none.
At 55. Switch gears. Switch gears. Alert. Time to go. Time to go.
Watson throwing on 3rd and long. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Focus, defense, focus.
They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, pick your game up. Right there. 54. Right there.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe he'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. A 10th carry for Camaro. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch tight end. You got 3 down, 3 down.
Watch number 29, 29. Check.
Go. My eyes up!
Now it's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Set. 19. 59. Get your swarm on. 59. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Tressway now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It's taken to the 26. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Hey, Delta.
To throw again, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Go, go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. On 1st down, this is Geis. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Too little, tap. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. I know he ain't got it. Kill, 54. Kill, turn up. Get it on, West. And let's go.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that one ups the lead to 22-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Falcons on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
I'm coming after you. Ready to go.
Here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
21. Gonna be a long day, offense.
Play action. It's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Six man. Check curls, check curls.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Check 59.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
15 yards on the play, first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Motion, I got one. 29.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now Watson operating from the gun. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
59. Drop deep, drop deep. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
And Watson's going to throw it here. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Watson, he'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
54. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Right there, 54. 54, Mike.
Here's Watson to throw again. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Jim. 59. 54. That's it. Mike, 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Again, it's Watson. And he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays